Hey guys, if you're new to my channel, this is Crissy G, Life with Me. And if you are back, then welcome back. Thank you for coming back to my channel and joining me on my weight loss journey. So this week, I wanted to give you guys an update on my Mounjaro weight loss journey. This is a brand new medication that hit the market June of 2022. And so Mounjaro is designed for diabetic patients who showed really good results in weight loss management on this medication. And so that's why my doctor said right now there's like no questions asked. There's a rebate where you can just pay $25 to get this medication because insurance companies have not started accepting it yet. And so that's why they have these rebates available. So anyways, long story short, it ended up in my hands and it's good stuff. So I just kind of want to go over my last week. Okay, I will give you guys my start weight and my end weight this week more towards the end of the video. But I do kind of want to go over some of the side effects that I endured this week. So the day of injection, I didn't feel any pain at the injection site, which I never felt pain with Ozempic or Wegovy either. But I also did not bleed with the other medications. And I liked those injections better because, and I have a Mounjaro pen here that I used. Okay, yeah, right in my face. So this is what the Mounjaro pen looks like. Okay, the needle is in here. And as basic as they designed it, I think so that it would be foolproof for people to use. I don't like that you just kind of push it up against your skin, you unlock it, and then you push down a button that sticks out here. Now it's already in because I already used it, but you push down on it and it clicks once, and then it clicks twice, and then you wait 6 seconds, and that's how you know you're good to go. You pull it apart and that's it. I think I have anxiety because I don't
know, did it work or did it not work? I didn't feel anything. So did the medicine go in? Did it not go in?
I'm always like double checking that I see the droplet out, and I do see a little blood droplet on my abdomen. So I know that the needle went in, but because I don't see it, I don't feel it, I don't know. It confuses me. I get anxiety. Then I'm like, what if I didn't do it right? Versus the other ones, I could see, like the Ozempic pen looks just like this, but it has a needle sticking out of it. So you can actually see you put it in the skin. And maybe for people who are squeamish, that's not a good design. But like for me, I'm okay injecting myself. So anyway, so that's my take on the pen design. But it is very user-friendly, I guess. I did notice upset stomach the first day, so my stomach was just kind of crampy, like you know when you have a stomach ache after you eat something your stomach doesn't agree with. But it was nothing severe, and I never experienced diarrhea while on it. I know that's one of the side effects for some people. I didn't experience any hunger the first few days I was on it. I did get hungry like day 3 or 4, which I hadn't felt hunger like that in so long. So it was just like, oh, I forgot how much hunger pains hurt and how much you just want to eat to subside that pain. But I did supplement with my phentermine pills because my doctor, when I first started on Wegovy and Ozempic on the low doses, my doctor had prescribed me phentermine because he knew that I would get hungry on the low doses. And so he told me to take the phentermine alongside the Wegovy or Ozempic so that it could help curb my appetite, and it did. And I only was on it for about a month on and off, and then I just kind of kicked the phentermine pill, so I had a ton left over. So same thing with this medication, since he started me on the lowest dose, because they got to introduce your body to the new medication. They can't just give you
full-blown med
at once because your body will react to it. So they got to kind of introduce it slowly so your system can get used to it. During my first week, so I started my week on June 29th, and my second injection was today, which is July 6th. I did notice that I was experiencing cold feet. Just in general, trying to stay warm was a little hard for me, especially at night. At work, I have a heater, and everybody thinks I'm crazy because I have an under my desk heater, but the AC's, on 70, and I'm like freezing in my office. But when I get home, I take off my shoes and I walk around barefoot or in my slippers, but my feet get really cold, and then it takes a while for me to get warm again. So when I was watching some TikTokers that are also doing the same Mounjaro journey, and we've all kind of started around the same time because, like I said, it just hit the market in June. And they were complaining about feeling cold, and so it kind of resonated with me, and I was like, hey, that makes sense. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe your body temperature kind of goes a little haywire. I don't know if that's a part of it, but it's just funny that we're both experiencing feeling cold. I did sustain my energy, which is awesome because when I was on Wegovy and Ozempic, oh my god, the fatigue was real. I would be so tired. It would be hard for me to drive to work and to and from because it's about an hour and a half commute, and I would just be dozing off at the wheel. So I have noticed that I have a ton more energy. Like right now, I mean, I got up at 4:30. It is now, God knows, probably like 7 o'clock at night. I already cooked and stuff and worked all day and drove in traffic, and I'm still okay. Like I don't feel tired. Um, I did experience, like I said, constipation. It hasn't been anything bad. It's not like I'm bloated and in misery or anything like that. I've been okay. I'm not gassy or anything. It's just, it's hard for me to go to the restroom. I don't know if it's in combination because I'm not eating as much. And maybe that's what it is. I ate some greasy tacos the other day and I was like, oh yeah, this is probably going to do it. And no, it still didn't. I still didn't go. So go figure. What I didn't like was that my hunger is coming back around day 3 and 4. But again, I don't know if it's because I'm starting back to a low dose of the medication. So the difference between this and Wegovy is that Wegovy is just a GLP-1 receptor, which is for hunger management and insulin regulation, versus this is a trizepatide. So Mounjaro is a trizepatide, which has a GLP-1 and a GIP. So they're both hunger fighting receptors for your stomach. They both give you the feeling of fullness. So this is just supposed to be a powerhouse, right? Like the other one's good, but this one's like really good. So I was kind of disappointed that I was feeling the hunger pains, but again, I think it's just because we're starting on a lower dose. So I was excited because just 2 days after starting and not changing my diet or anything, 2 days after starting Mounjaro, I lost 2 pounds. And then about 4 days in, I lost another 2 pounds. So I lost a total of 4 pounds for the 1 week. And like I said, I didn't change a whole lot in my routine. Joint pain, that was another one that I heard someone complaining about. They were talking about how their joints are achy. They just feel sore, like they went exercising, and then your next day you're feeling a little achy. So I did notice that my wrist was hurting. So when I would try to open like a jelly jar or a soda bottle, I couldn't, because doing the motion with the pressure was really like hurting. I didn't have the strength. And then I noticed that like this joint here was hurting. And I'm like, I don't know what it is. And then like that bone, I think it's your pelvic bone, the one that's like right between your hoo-ha and your inner thigh, that hurts really bad also. And I don't know, I guess it's associated with this because I never had those kind of, maybe I'm just getting old, I don't know. But it's just coincidental that they complained about it, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I didn't put 2 and 2 together, but I did after that. Trouble sleeping. So I don't know if that's because I started supplementing with the phentermine again, or if it's the medication. I want to say maybe it's a combination, because I know insomnia is one of the side effects, and I know other people are having trouble sleeping, but whenever I start taking phentermine, I have trouble sleeping. So that could be a part of it. And then the one thing I do absolutely love about this medication is that I have had no cravings. So it was my mom's birthday on July 4th, and there was like 3 different cakes, and then my cousin made fruit salad. I wasn't even tempted to eat the cakes. I had bought these cute little like cake looking hearts, 4th of July hearts. They were like cake pops, or something, and I didn't even touch them. And so I was really excited because if there's cake, your girl's gonna eat some cake. But I was so proud of myself because I don't know, it's the craziest thing. Like, that's never happened to me. Not even while I was on Wegovy. When I was on Wegovy, I was still craving sweets all the time. And with this, I don't know if it's just a coincidence this week, I don't get hungry, because one thing that is hard, and I don't know for you guys, but for me, when I'm on a diet and I'm hungry all the time, all I can do is think about what my next meal is going to be. What am I going to eat for my next meal? What am I going to have for dinner? Because that's the one meal I get to have. That's just how it is. And I've had coworkers that are like, are you kidding me? You're supposed to be on a diet and all you can think about is what you're going to eat. I'm like, yeah, because when you're hungry, that's all you want to think about is when your next meal is going to be or what you're going to eat at your next meal because you're so hungry. And fortunately, I've been able to concentrate at work. I'm not thinking about food. The girls will ask me to join them during lunchtime, and they're all eating, and I'm sitting there sipping my Diet Coke or my Coke Zero, and I'm good. Like it's an awesome feeling not to feel like, oh, what can I eat today? Like, what am I gonna eat? Like, even for dinner, I've been struggling. Like, what am I gonna cook? Because I'm like struggling to want to eat anything, which is crazy. I can't believe it myself, and I'm not hyping it up, trust me, because on Wegovy, like the 1 month that I was not following a strict diet, I didn't lose any weight. And here, I mean, like I said, I'm not able to eat as much, so maybe that's why I lost the 4 pounds, that in combination with the brisk walking that I did. But so another question I get is, what did you change your diet and exercise while on the Mounjaro injection? My doctor didn't restrict me to nothing. He just said eat as little as you can, as little as you can, and in the smallest windows that you can, because he doesn't want my insulin spiking, even though this controls your insulin. And I did take a picture of my ketone level and my insulin today after fasting all day, so I will insert those in here also. But he didn't restrict anything. He just, like I said eat as little as you can. And so that's what I've been doing naturally, just because you're not hungry and you don't feel like you need to eat. So I am able to fast all day. I fasted all day yesterday, all day today. I eat my one dinner. Even dinner, I served myself a healthy portion of veggies, grilled veggies, and then I did steak and macaroni, but I took a couple bites of the macaroni, and then the steak I ate maybe half, and then I ate most of my veggies because I know that's okay. And that was it. And considering that I hadn't eaten all day, I think I did really well because I left most of my plate, I want to say. As far as exercise, your girl don't exercise. I hate exercising. I hate just having to set time aside for that. It's just, I did do it though. I did 2.5 miles twice this week, and that takes me about 45 minutes because, I'm slow. And that was me walking fast though. I have really short legs. I'm 5'2", so that was me walking brisk. Like, it was hard for me to hold a conversation. But I did get that in. So I'm slacking this week already, but I'll get back on top of it. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. So as I promised, my start weight. So when I first started my journey back in March of 2022, like mid-March, I weighed myself at the doctor's office and I was 241. 241. My heaviest ever in my life has been 260, and I dropped all the way down to 205. And over the course of the last 3 years, I've steadily gained about 10-15 pounds a year. And so here I am at 241. So that's why I was desperately trying to figure out how to lose weight, because I was just struggling. And that's how I ended up at my doctor's office. He is an endocrinologist and diabetic specialist and weight loss specialist. So that's why I went to him, because I knew he dedicates his studies to that, and that's why I wanted to see a specialist in that. So he's the one that's got me on this course of action. So then I lost 20 pounds the first 3 months on Wegovy. I stalled. I lost the first 20, the first 2 months, 21, and then I stalled for a whole month. I didn't lose anything, but it was a crazy month. It was June, and we had a ton of parties and birthdays. And then, so when I started my Mounjaro journey, I weighed in at 221 that day at my doctor's office. And then today, so July 6th, which was 7 days out, I'm at 217. I'm in the teens. I cannot believe it. I'm so much closer to my goal. So I'm really excited. And like I said, I didn't feel like I did anything harsh or crazy or changed my diet drastically or anything like that. I'm still enjoying the foods that I like in moderation. I'm not, like I said, I didn't eat a whole lot of sweets or anything like that, but I love steak, so I had steak. I had a few bites of macaroni. It's not like I'm like, oh, I can't eat macaroni. No, I mean, And I still enjoy my Coke Zeros because my doctor said it's okay to drink Coke Zero. So yes, you guys, I also measured myself. So when I started my journey, my waist was measuring at 38 inches. And today I measured it and it was 36 and a half. And then my hips measured at 53, and I measured them this morning and it was at 51 and a half. So I'm losing inches on top of the weight loss on the scale. I'm a scale kind of person. I never think to take my measurements, but my coworker's like, no, do both so that you can see, like, sometimes the scale might not move but your inches might. So both have moved. I'm one of those obsessed with the scale. Like, I literally weigh myself every day to see, like, oh, I did good, oh, I'm doing bad, get a little stricter, you can be a little lenient. It's just how I'm programmed, unfortunately. I wish I could be the type to just do it once a week and be happy. So anyways, that is where I stand at my 1 week update. Thank you guys so much for sticking it out with me. I will insert some pictures at the end so that I can show you my weight loss and my waist and all those measurements. I appreciate you guys spending the time with me. I appreciate you supporting me and following me. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I'm trying to get into the algorithm, so anything helps, please, you guys. I enjoy doing this and it's just been exciting for me, and I'm always thinking of new ideas and new videos to do. So again, I appreciate you spending your time with me. Until next time, see you soon.